Australia is a country that has attracted millions with its promise of a better life, world-class education, and thriving economy. From the iconic Sydney Opera House to the vast outback, Australia is more than a destination. It's a dream for many. But while it offers plenty to admire for thousands of international residents and hopeful migrants, Australia is also a land of growing uncertainty. Over the years, the country's visa system has been a beacon for skilled workers, students, and families looking to build a future down under. However, in 2025, that landscape is shifting. Tougher policies, stricter requirements, and extended processing times are leaving many migrants feeling anxious about their chances of staying or starting a life in Australia. Whether you're already here, waiting to apply, or dreaming of making the move, the question on everyone's mind is the same. Who is at risk? In this video, we're diving deep into the Australia visa dilemma of 2025, a hot topic that's sparking debates across the country and beyond. We'll explore the evolving visa policies, the industries most affected, and the groups facing the biggest challenges. But it's not all doom and gloom, as we'll also discuss opportunities for those willing to adapt and strategies to navigate these changes. So, whether you're a skilled worker, a student, or someone waiting to reunite with family, stay tuned. By the end of this video, you'll have a clearer picture of what's happening, who's at risk, and most importantly, what could be next for migrants in the land of opportunity, Australia. Why the fuss about visas in 2025? Let's rewind for a second. Over the years, Australia has built its economy on the backs of skilled migrants, international students, and temporary workers. But as the world grapples with economic uncertainty, geopolitical tensions, and climate challenges, Australia's immigration policies have been tightening. In 2025, we're seeing the ripple effects of policy changes made in the past decade. The government is focusing on balancing population growth, addressing job shortages, and responding to public concerns about housing affordability and infrastructure strain. Sounds reasonable, right? But here's the twist. This balancing act has left many migrants caught in a web of confusion and vulnerability. Who is at risk? So who exactly is at risk in this visa dilemma? Let's break it down. 1. Temporary skilled workers. First up are temporary skilled workers, who are the people who fill critical gaps in industries like healthcare, IT, and construction. In 2025, many of these workers may find it harder to transition to permanent residency due to stricter point-based systems and regional restrictions. Many are being told to move to regional areas to secure their visas. While that might work for some, it's not a viable solution for everyone. 2. International students. Next, international students, the backbone of Australia's education sector. These students invest thousands of dollars hoping to build a future in Australia, but as post-study work visa requirements tighten, their dreams are becoming harder to achieve. In 2025, the government is emphasizing skilled jobs for permanent residency, which means students with general degrees face tough competition. 3. Partner and family visa applicants. Let's not forget partner and family visa applicants. Processing times for these visas have always been lengthy, but in 2025, delays are stretching into years. Imagine being separated from your loved ones with no clear timeline. It's heartbreaking. 4. Refugees and asylum seekers. Finally, refugees and asylum seekers, arguably the most vulnerable group. With changes to humanitarian quotas and stricter assessments, many are left in limbo. While Australia's humanitarian intake remains one of the highest globally, the process is becoming increasingly selective. The policies behind Australia visa dilemma. So, why is this happening? What policies are driving these challenges? Let's take a closer look. 1. New points-based system. In 2025, Australia's immigration policies heavily favour high-skilled professionals with specific qualifications. If your job isn't on the priority list, your chances reduce, and while this helps the economy, it sidelines many hardworking migrants. 2. Regional migration push. Then there's the push for regional migration, where the government is incentivizing migrants to settle in smaller towns to address population imbalances. But the reality? Limited job opportunities and fewer resources in these areas make it a tough sell. 3. Backlog and processing delays. And let's talk about the elephant in the room: backlogs. Thousands of applications are stuck in the system, leaving migrants in a constant state of uncertainty. The Australian government blames resource shortages, but the impact on people's lives is immeasurable. The uncertainty isn't just paperwork, it's emotional stress, financial strain, and disrupted lives. What is being done? So, is there any hope? The government says yes. In 2025, we're seeing efforts to streamline processes and expand visa quotas in some areas. Digital visa platforms are being introduced to reduce processing times, but like any tech rollout, it's not without glitches. There's also a push to align skilled migration with real-time job market needs. This means faster approvals for in-demand professions, but it's a narrow lifeline. Meanwhile, advocacy groups are fighting for more transparency and fairness in the system. They're the unsung heroes of this saga. What can you do? Now, if you're affected by the visa dilemma, here are some practical tips to navigate the uncertainty. Stay updated by following government announcements and policy changes. Also, seek professional advice from immigration consultants and lawyers who can provide clarity as you plan financially by preparing for delays and unexpected costs. Ensure you build connections in your field to increase job prospects as you join support groups or communities of fellow migrants who can provide emotional and practical help. What is the bigger picture? At the end of the day, Australia's visa dilemma reflects a global trend as countries everywhere are grappling with how to balance their economic needs with public sentiment and infrastructure capacity. But while policies might be complex, the human stories behind them are simple: people seeking a better life. So where does this leave us in 2025? The truth is, Australia's visa system is at a crossroads. For some, it's an opportunity, and for others, it's a roadblock. In many ways, 2025 feels like a turning point as the government needs to strike a balance between economic needs and human compassion. This isn't just an Australian issue. Countries around the world are rethinking their immigration strategies. But as history shows, migration has always been the backbone of growth and innovation. But one thing is certain: change is needed to make the system more transparent, fair, and efficient. To all the migrants out there, your resilience and determination are what make Australia the incredible, diverse nation it is today. Hang in there and remember, you're not alone in this journey. Also remember, preparation is everything, so ensure you research your options, seek advice, and give it your best shot. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on life, migration, and opportunities in Australia. See you next time, mates.